There are days and weeks where I feel like a powerhouse, where I feel energetic, and then there are days and weeks where I feel like a rag doll. And this is a rag doll day. I am constantly a work in progress. I'm constantly finding out new information about this process, about myself, and I'm open to that.
Am I really that much to handle? Breaking these niggas down like a camera. You don't really know you are. So many things I've got to tell you, but I'm afraid I don't know how. Cause there's a possibility that you look at me differently, love. Ever since the first moment I spoke your name, from then on I knew that by you being in my life, things were destined to change. Cause love, so many people use the name they.
Welcome back to another vlog. If you're new here, my name is Tatiana. I'm in my 40s and I'm on a mission to lose 50 pounds. So today is starting a little different. Today I have to go into the office. So my office for my job moved they moved back in like May. So now my commute to the office is about an hour. I got an hour commute each way. It's in the valley. So I'm on my commute now. I started my morning. I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning and I started my morning with a little at-home workout. So my friend Asia, shout out to the Asia Esterac Hour. That's my friend Asia. That's my girl. I love her down. She does reality TV reviews. She does movie reviews. She's fantastic. Check her out. But like last year, she told me that she was doing Grow with Joe, in the morning before work, and it was really helpful for her. Then I'm watching vlogs and I see Rianna Janis or Janis. I don't know which one it is, guys, but I love her too. And I'm continuing to watch vlogs, and I also see Simply Yesenia doing a Grow with Joe workout. So I was like, today's gonna be a really busy day. I don't want to put that extra load of getting to the gym at 5 a.m. on me, so I'll go ahead and do, hit the mat, do a little at-home workout. And it was about a 26-minute workout. It was perfect. It got my heart rate up. It got me moving around. I finished it off, and then I did a couple of like kettlebell swings just to cap it off for the morning. I had to get Ezra's lunch and everything ready, make sure he had his homework, get Zoe's breakfast ready. I got dressed, took Ezra to school. Then I stopped at Dunkin', and I was a little bit disappointed because I woke up so early. I got so much done, but I didn't get to prepare breakfast for myself. I wanted to make my own breakfast. I don't like to eat out too many times in one day. I really try to limit that. And if I do it, I like to do it, on like a Saturday or something, on like a cheat day or a treat day. So I didn't get to make myself breakfast. So I ended up stopping at Dunkin', and they have a sourdough breakfast sandwich. I'm on the last day of my cycle, so I'm still having that craving for how when you're in your cycle, you want something hearty, you want carbs sometimes. I'm still having that. So I went ahead and ordered the sourdough because the sourdough bread has a lower glycemic index. So I got the sourdough bread sandwich, but I ate it as like an open face sandwich. So I just had like the bacon and the egg on one piece of bread. 2 pieces of bread was a little bit too much for me. I didn't want to go too heavy with it. But I had to talk myself out of being disappointed about that this morning. I'm not gonna lie, I wanted something a little bit healthier. I expected to have time to prepare something for myself, and I didn't. And these are the real moments that I promised to share with y'all. There are days and weeks where I feel like a powerhouse, where I feel energetic, and then there are days and weeks where I feel like a rag doll. And this is a rag doll day. This is a rag doll week. I felt like I was just being tossed all over the place, just doing everything, everywhere, this week, and I'm capping the week off with this 1 hour drive to be in the office for a few hours. And I found myself like being really angry about it. I've been angry about it like all week, right? Because I have to do it again next week. I have to do it again Tuesday. So I have to do it back to back. So I found myself angry about it. And this morning I was like, I've been trying to work past my anger about it, but I'm having a really hard time. And then today I felt disgusted. I felt disgusted with it. I remember going back to work 3 years ago after having Zoe and knowing that this schedule, all of this would not be sustainable. I knew then, like, it wasn't like this yet. It wasn't as demanding yet. But I just knew. I was like, this is not going to be sustainable for me. Like, I just knew. I'm at a point now where I've moved from like sadness, anger to just, I'm disgusted with the amount of work that I have to do. Like, low-key, I'm disgusted. Actually, high-key, I'm disgusted. That's the best way that I can describe how I feel right now. And with the job market, with black women, something like 300,000 black women losing their jobs, it's just like, it feels like there's a sword on both ends, right? Because everything that I'm doing doesn't feel sustainable for my health. It doesn't feel sustainable for my family. And I'm a licensed nail tech. So something I've been trying to figure out as well is if I want to get in a mode of like just taking a few clients a week to make up, my income. And I don't know, y'all. I'm in a space about it. I'm disgusted. I am. And the job market is terrible right now, and I hate to feel like this. I feel guilty about feeling like this right now, but my body is also like, girl, this is too much. This is too much. My brain is like, this is too much. Like we talked about a few weeks ago, the capacity, it's starting to drain me. It's starting to take a toll on me. And I'm acknowledging, because I've acknowledged it within myself, but now I'm saying it out loud. It's too much. And I need a work schedule that is going to be able to like be flexible with the needs of my health and my family. This is not working. And I am very grateful for my job. I love my boss. He's fantastic. He's always gone up for me. But this is not, it's not sustainable. And I have to figure out, what my next steps are going to be, because I'm not really sure yet. Because I feel like if I get another 9 to 5, it's going to be the same thing. And that's exactly what I don't want. And, if I do go, if I start taking clients, the other thing is the overhead cost of a workspace. Because I need a workspace. I need a studio. I need a salon suite. I need a space to work out of. And salon suites are, on average about $1,000 to about $1,200 a month, depending. They're more expensive than that too sometimes. Another thing that I've thought about doing is making press-ons. I know a lot of people are really into press-ons right now, and honestly, if I did press-ons, I could do designs and just different things like that. So I've also thought about that, but I'm just trying to figure something out. I got to get myself out of this loop of just feeling so overwhelmed like this. I've tried to change my mind about it so many times. I've tried to approach it from so many angles, and I've gone from like sadness to anger to apathy to disgust about it. And it's just not good, for mental health and for stress. It's just not good. Okay, so I am wearing a sweater today. It is not fall in Southern California yet. We honestly don't have a fall. We kind of just get like 75-degree weather, and then at some point in November, December, it starts to rain and the temperatures drop. And then in January, we get a bunch of rain and like cold-ish weather. But we don't really have a fall. But I had the air on at home. The air is on in the car, and there's going to be crazy air at work. So the air conditioner is always, low temperatures at work. So I'm wearing this sweater. Also, I'm so used to just kind of going in the closet and just grabbing something to wear, and I completely forgot that my business casual selections are like very, very minimal now. Since I've lost the 20 pounds, I can't fit most of the clothes that I would traditionally wear when I go into the office. So this sweater worked out, and I'm wearing like some camo pants. But yeah, like I didn't even think about that until this morning when I got in the closet, and I'm like, oh my God, what am I gonna wear? I don't have anything to wear into the office. So it's been one of them days, girl. It really has. Also, I'm finishing up Fake It Till You Bake It, and since I have this hour commute each way, I'm gonna go ahead and listen to it, and I'll probably start the other book, Legend in the Baking. I'll probably be able to start that on my commute because I'm almost done with Fake It Till You Bake It. So I guess, you know, I'm being productive in that way. Like, I'm gonna be able to finish my book today, so that's a good thing. Alright, y'all, so I'm officially off work. I ain't had no time to change or nothing, child. I still got on these clothes from work. I'm going to go meet up with my friend Asia, my girl Asia. She is in town and leaving tomorrow. So we're going to meet up really quick and catch up and everything. We talk almost every day, but she lives in Maryland. It's so funny. When I used to live in New York and go to Maryland, when I would say Maryland, in Maryland, people would be like, you're not from here because you don't say Maryland. That always made me laugh. But I'm going to meet up with Asia and, you know, sit a little spell. We're going to sit down somewhere cute, get us a little something to eat. So I'm going to get in here and I'm going to call y'all back. Alright, y'all, so I'm finally ending my day. It's like 9:30. I'm exhausted. I'm about to be in here with a final thought like I'm Jerry Springer. But I had such a good time with Asia. It was restorative. Like, I was so tired when I got off work, and just sitting and talking with her just went a really long way. Like, I needed that time to just laugh and eat and have coffee. It was nice. It was really good. We had a good time. We was sitting up chatting, girl. I turned around, I said, oh shoot, it's 8 o'clock. But it was nice. It was nice. We had a good time. I was so happy to see her and just get that time with her before she went back to Maryland. While I was taking a shower, something just hit me. It just dawned on me. You know, shower time is like thinking, restorative time. And I realized that my cycle and like end of the month audits all happen at the same time. And in addition to that, my PMS is off the rails. I'm pretty sure I'm perimenopausal, and I get so flustered at the end of the month, and I'm realizing it's because those things are overlapping. I'm realizing it's because my period aligns with month end. You know, I work in like accounting and billing, and my period lines up exactly with the end of the month audits. That is why I'm so mad. That's why I'm so mad. That just like hit me. Like, this is all happening at the same time. I'm already overwhelmed. And then the end of the month, it just piles that weight and exhaustion on like no other. And I'm like, no wonder I'm pissed off. No wonder I've been pissed off all week. Like, your girl is out here fighting for her life. So I was able to finish Fake It Till You Bake It. It was a cute little romance, low stakes romance. You know, I read, I think it was like one of those popular holiday books. I think it was called like The Christmas Tree Lot last year. And you know, they're all like sweet with a little bit of spice, which is exactly what it was. The one thing I did notice though, a lot of romance books give you the dual first person perspective. So you'll get like, you know, each character's perspective. So usually the chapter will be like their name. So, you know, it'll be like Jada, Dell, and we'll keep kind of going back and forth. This book kind of came from a third person perspective, which was interesting to me because I haven't seen that in romance. So that was something that was new and different for me. But it was a cute, sweet, low stakes romance. I'm gonna start the second book of the series next week, probably either Sunday or Monday, I'm not sure. But sometimes I like to jump into the next book right away. Sometimes I'll give myself a little break. Since it's a series and I finished a little bit early, I'm gonna give myself a little break probably and jump in next week.
This what happened when I think about you. I get in my feelings, yeah. I start reminiscing, yeah. Next time around, fuck, I want it to be different, yeah. Waiting on a sign, guess it's time for a different prayer. Lord, please save her for me. Do this one favor for me. I had to change my play of ways. Got way too complicated for me. I hope she's waiting for me. Everywhere she goes.
All right, y'all. So I started work a little bit before 7 a.m. and I saw my spreadsheet and I was like, okay, I see what my workload is looking like. So I'm going to get up early, get started on that. I wanted to get a workout in. That was my plan today because I pushed all of my workouts into the week. So it's going to be a 4-day workout week because I just couldn't make it happen this morning. I was a little bit too focused on work. And I guess it's like it's anxiety. It's wanting to be on the other side of it. I don't know. I couldn't stop thinking about work and how I wanted to get my spreadsheet done and just get to the other side. So I got a big chunk of my spreadsheet done. I'm about halfway through it. So right now I'm headed to the office. I'm going to pop in there, work, and then we have a luncheon at one of our other facilities today. So it's a day, y'all. I feel a little bit better than I did last Friday when I was headed into the office, but still, it just, all weekend I was thinking like, man, I really gotta like start working on my nail business. I need that flexibility. But today is one of those days where I'm just like feeling the pressure. It's the last day of the month, so this is our last day to like go through. You know, I work in accounting and billing, like I said before, so we have to go through our spreadsheets. We have to go and look into every single order. It's just a lot on the last day of the month, and it always is. So I allow the last day of the month to be a wild card for me. I always give myself some grace on the last day of the month because it's kind of like my cycle where like some months since I've been in my weight loss journey, I have cravings during my cycle and I want chocolate and I want these things. And then there are some months that I don't have cravings at all. There's some months where I have a lot of energy and I can work out every single day of my cycle. And then there are months where I just do not have it. And I've learned to not push my body, especially as I'm aging, because when I don't have it, I really don't have it in terms of energy, you know? But girl, I had to stop. I stopped by Dunkin' because it's the closest thing for me to get to the freeway. I wanted to go to this indie shop that's not too far away, but I just didn't have the time to get out the car and go. This indie coffee shop, I'm sorry. I didn't have the time to get out the car, so I just stopped by Dunkin' on the way to the freeway. Girl, and I got me a big old pecan swirl because it's month end. And your girl, you know, I'm going through it a little bit. I do feel better than I did last Friday. But I still need to figure out, you know, my nail business and how I'm going to move forward because I need that flexibility for myself, for my health, and for my family, for real. So I've been in the car and I've been listening to that new Mariah Carey album. I didn't realize it was out. I saw that she had did the sit down with SZA and I was like, okay, this is cute, but I didn't realize that the album had dropped. So I've been listening to that and she got some cuts on there I like. She got some cuts I like. The one with Anderson .Paak. I was like, okay, this is nice. I adore the one with Kehlani and Is it Shensia? Hopefully I'm saying her name right. Y'all know I'm an auntie. I be tearing up these words now. I'm officially in my tear up the words era. I used to make fun of my mom, my aunts, and my grandma for tearing up words, and here I am in my 40s tearing up words, child. So far, what I've heard of the album, I really like. It's very nostalgic. I love hearing Mariah's voice. I'm like, come on, Mariah, give us something outside of the holidays. You know, I love It's Time on the 1st of November, you know, our Halloween night when she does her like social media stuff. It's my favorite thing. I love it. Don't stop doing the holidays because I love that too. But I'm just glad we got something else we could rock with. It's giving Emancipation of Mimi. I just love it. But that song, I think it's called Sugar Sweet or something. It gives Khalees sugar honey iced tea vibes, like the feeling of it. It does sound like another song. I haven't put my finger on it yet, but I like it. I was like, okay, this a little cute, you know, summertime bop for the girls. We'll use it next summer, a little next summer bop for the girls. You know, it's still sunny outside, so I'm gonna go ahead and listen to it though. Also, at the end of the month, I'm a little all over the place. My husband usually like will order dinner on the last day of the month. He just knows how hectic things are for me, and to like clear a path for like the bedtime routine and everything that we need to do, he'll just order food and jump in with a lot of that. He already does though. My husband's fantastic in that way. He helps with every single thing with the kids. Like nothing is off the table. We go, you know, hand in hand with all of our responsibilities. Really quick, I have a second before I go in, and I wanted to talk about, so I filmed a vlog between shooting this vlog where I talked about my weight loss. So I am officially down 22 pounds, right? I started this journey at the end of May. So when I found out that I was pre-diabetic at 190 pounds, that was at the end of May. I started my YouTube journey at 188 pounds. And so in that process, I've lost 22 pounds. Now, around June, I had gotten down to 172. So in my first month, I lost like 17 pounds, which was fantastic. All of July, all of August, I just hovered at 172 pounds. I would get down to 170 some weeks because I try not to weigh myself constantly because it gets really disappointing. So I try to weigh myself once a week or twice a week, you know, but it kept fluctuating between 172 and 170. At one point in July, I went up a pound and I was like, oh my God. And the thing is, something I really had to sit down and consider is age, hormones, you know, all of those things. And I'm like, okay, I'm not losing the weight. Now, when I started this journey, I talked to my doctor and I was like, I want to try to do this naturally. Initially, I was like, okay, give me the GLP1. Then I was like, no, I'm going to try to do it naturally because I haven't like put in a huge effort naturally yet. So I was like, I'm going to do it naturally. We made an agreement, you know, that if things did not progress naturally for like 6 months, then I would consider GLP1. So, you know, 3 months, I'm like, oh man, it's getting close to the deadline of me deciding what I want to do and if I want to step away from doing this weight loss journey naturally. So then this month, I start getting down, you know, I get down to 168, which is my current weight. So now I'm at 22 pounds of weight loss, and I really had to think about it like, you know, I'm a woman of a certain age. Back in the day, I could miss a meal and lose a couple pounds. You know what I mean? And it's just not like that anymore. Hormones work differently. Your metabolism with the hormones and with the age is just very different. And something that I'm learning too, I'm about to go through the process of finding out if I have PCOS, but something that I'm learning, I mean, I have all of the symptoms. Sorry, y'all, my camera got hot, but I was distraught around my birthday because I was like, if I lost 17 pounds the first month, I could do like 10 each month and I can get really close to my goal. I was just really focused in on the numbers and not just really considering all the variables. And now I'm in a space where I'm like, I have to consider that. You know, I'm in my 40s. It's not going to happen that fast. You know, I am continuing in the calorie deficit. I am continuing with limiting carbs. I am continuing with limiting sugar, you know. So I'm still doing the things. I started out doing 4 workout days a week, which really worked for me. I tried to ramp it up to 5, which is difficult now with back to school and my work schedule and commuting and just everything I have going on. I give myself grace. If it's 4 days I can do, I just do the 4 days, you know? But for now, I'm still on a natural weight loss journey. If that changes over the next couple of months, I will 100% consider GLP-1. Right now, it's going well naturally, and I'm really happy about that. But if I gotta jump on the GLP-1, I'm cool with that. Yeah, girl, I'm forging ahead naturally. I'm doing what I need to do. I am proud of myself. I'm grateful that, you know, I'm able to do the research and figure things out and work with my doctor to get to the other side of this weight loss and be healthy, you know? So I am constantly a work in progress. I'm constantly finding out new information about this process, about myself, and I'm open to that. You know, I am sitting with the fact that I'm doing the work, and I've lost 22 pounds, which is a big deal, and I have to not, you know, pretend like it's not. I'm so good at pushing forward like something's not a big deal. I've always done that. And, you know, now I'm just like taking the time to celebrate myself. Like, but, you know, I have to give myself that reassurance and tell myself, you're doing a great job. You're doing the work. And, yeah, not discount my efforts, because my efforts have gotten me to a 22-pound weight loss. You know what I mean? But I'm about to head in. So I want to say thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.